All right, edit visit times. So this is a huge area where we get a lot of issues for our team. If my shift is from 7 to 1700, if for whatever reason, if it's not exact and it needs to change, you need to make the change under the edit visit times. So I got to that by going again to this home screen. I would hit the edit visit times and I would change things up. So if my shift started at 7 and it was supposed to end at noon, I would go here and I would make the appropriate changes. This is very important because Massachusetts is really cracking down on fraud. So if you're going to a patient's home and you're supposed to be there at 7, but you don't get there until 8 and you don't change it, huge problem, and we'll be able to know. So again, if you're on the screen, you would edit visits times. Any changes that are outside of your scheduled shift, you would have to let our office know. Now, when it's time for me to get out of my patient's home, you're going to be signing and submitting your note. This is the page. You would acknowledge policies and fraud, and at the bottom it says PCG is patient caregiver signature. You would hit that. Now again, you see how my start and end time looks odd? That's because it is odd. Now again, these times should correspond to when you started your shift and ended your shift, okay? If it does not, call the office because it's gonna be a pain in the bottom for you. So, did I really just say bottom? Okay, anyways, moving on. So anyways, you're going to print the name of the PCG sign off. So if Karina is the person, that's it, I would type that in for Karina because otherwise I might be there all day waiting for her to print her name. And then it says sign above the line. That's what you would sign. Again, the start and end time should match what it is at the start of your shift. So again, you can go in, whatever is on the edit should be there. So if it's 7 to 1700, I would do that. Okay. And then submit. And it says the patient caregiver signature must happen within 15 minutes of the end of the assessment. Okay, don't even worry about that. But more importantly, that's how you would get the sign off. And then that would be the last step of it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. If you ever have any issues with CubHub, there's this diagnostic button at the bottom, and it'll give you instructions there. Beyond that too, the rest of these areas we can talk about in more detail, but those are the big items on CubHub. And a quick recap, Med Profile is going to tell me all the medications. I'm able to also change the timing of medications at the bottom. Okay. Again, initial assessment, head to toe, should be done within the first hour. If it's green, it's done. If it's not, then you need to go back until it looks green. Interventions are the ones scheduled for all your shifts. PRNs for input and output. Any PRN intervention, especially, for example, if a patient was having a seizure, you would document here. If you had PRN medications, all of them that exist would be there. Complete a task. Again, this is a nice synopsis and overview of everything you've done during your shift. Wants you to know input or intake is there, output there. Again, orders, huge area. If it's a new order of any sort, boom, you would go there. Order type, new, clarify, discontinue are the 3 that you would choose for medications. Everything else would be a non-medication. You would follow the steps by create there. And last but certainly not least, you verify your edit visit times are correct. And then you would sign and submit. Easy, piece of cake.